Assault a governor.
From Heyman's role as Barlinnie inmate Jimmy Boyle to Liam Neeson's boxing big man, the Glasgow hardman is an enduring image. But in the 80s, the city had to adapt to the post-industrial age.
A new wave of indigenous filmmakers also began to create a new identity for the city.
The father figure of this brave new world was director Bill Forsyth. And the new town of Cardonald, just outside Glasgow, was the setting for his breakthrough hit, Gregory's Girl. John Gordon Sinclair plays the love-struck teen besotted with his school football team's new star.
She's gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous.
Dorothy.
The most important person in Scottish cinema is Bill Forsyth. What he did enabled me and lots of other people to become filmmakers.
Bill Forsyth is undoubtedly the most important figure in bringing an image of modern Scottishness, I think, to a wide audience.
I was delighted to meet with Bill Forsyth back in Cardonald to find out how he kick-started a homegrown Scottish film industry. Hello, Bill.
Hiya.
How are you doing?
Good.
Well, look, here we are, Avon Hill High School behind you. What's it feel like to be back?
It's beginning to feel like work. I'm starting to get a sore head all over again.
It must be quite hard to shoot a football match, a lot going on.
When I make a film, there's always a little perverse thing that I do, and the perverse thing in this was I've got absolutely no interest in football at all. I didn't know one end of a pitch from another. Mind you, they're quite similar. And we had to choreograph Dee Hepburn, who played Dorothy.
Did she play football before the
film? She didn't, no. She trained with Partick Thistle. We thought we'd get her the best.
That's the sort of thing that gives football a bad name. That is disgusting. Oh, man. Oh.
When she comes to try out for the football team, I love Jake Darcy's face as the trainer, as the school coach. Yeah. He's not having it.
No. He was just a traditional, blinkered guy. Football is a man's thing.
What do you want, dear?
I'm here for the trial.
Look, this is a football trial, dear. Maybe Miss McAlpine's up to something with a hockey team, I don't know. But this here is football. For boys.
That's right. Football trial's 11 a.m. I saw the notice.
You created something that everybody in Scotland kind of has as part of their heritage now.
Well, possibly just because it was the first. I mean, there was no feature film industry in Scotland before then, really. We were the first generation of filmmakers who decided to stay here. It was the first time that Scottish people were able to kind of possess a film because it had been made here and it had been made by people who lived here, and so they did embrace it in a different way.
It's not right. It's unnatural. It doesn't even look nice.
It's modern, Andy. It's good. Modern girls, modern boys. It's tremendous, look.
The reason I think Gregory's Girl was such a big hit was for the first time we were being shown a version of ourselves, and usually quite a sympathetic and flattering version of ourselves, with the concerns that we had, the insecurities we had, the desires that we had, and our own patter as well, to some extent.
I'm in love. Since when? About half an hour ago. It's great. I feel restless and I'm dizzy. It's wonderful. I bet I don't get any sleep tonight. That sounds more like indigestion.
Gordy is hilarious.
He had a kind of native sense of timing and, body language.
Did you get any plasters in here? There's one next door.
No, maybe. I'll get some.
I also love that he puts the deodorant on top of his shirt.
Yeah.
I know people still do that, actually.
You don't want to do that.
You're not supposed to do that.
The innate awkwardness of Gregory was something just about every young Scottish teenager could identify with. There's a magnificent scene where he's just walking across a red blaze football pitch, and there's two teachers looking out the window, killing themselves laughing just at how ridiculous his behaviour is. And it relates to your own teen paranoia that people are looking down and laughing at you just for walking across the road, just for walking across the pitch.
Who is it? That dark boy in fourth year. The one that's in your football team.
Well, I heard they were awarded a corner last week and took a lap of all that.
Oh, him. His days are numbered.
To see if today's teenagers have the same concerns and what effect Gregory's girl had on the school, we showed the film here at Abram Hill High to some pupils and teachers, past and present.
You wake the mater and pater.
What did you think about the way the kids were portrayed in the film?
It's hysterical. See the way Gregory runs? That's how I run.
They all think I look like Gregory, which is pretty insulting.
It was a tremendous boost for the school, a tremendous boost for Cumbernauld.
It was brilliant. You know, we used to walk up and down the corridors and you'd be quite 12 and it's like, oh God, they must be filming again today. But we thought it was brilliant.
So, from a male perspective?
Got fantastic hair.
It's brilliant. Do you miss the 80s cuts?
Yeah, I'd fit in.
Cumbernauld gets a lot of bad press, and you know, one of the good things that came out of Cumbernauld was the film, I think.
Forsyth found the streets, shops and parks of the new town to be a perfect ready-made set for his film.
Why did you decide to do it here in the first place?
Well, I think, I wanted a new town. I wanted the main idea I had was that the town should be the same age as the teenagers, you know, so that the whole place just expressed that gawkiness, you know. Yeah. And I used to say, when we were looking for locations, I used to say, I like the idea that even the trees around here were like teenage trees, you know. Yeah. There were wee saplings, there were no big trees. They're all big trees now, of course. But I just like that kind of rawness and awkwardness of the place being the same as the kids. It was just here for the taking, really.
Cumbernauld.
Cumbernauld.
What's it called?
It's Cumbernauld.
It was a film that you could relate to on every level. I actually knew where Cumbernauld was, and I could never have imagined that anybody would put that on the screen and I would actually want to see it, not just once, but again. It was entertaining. It didn't feel like a chore like so many British films did.
So, Bill, here we are, back in the street where Gregory first meets Susan.
Hello, Gregory. What are you up to?
Did you think it was when you were writing it, that the combination of football and young love would be such a dynamic combo?
It was total exploitation. We'll try and get the ingredients, you know, a love story, football, Scotland, young love. We thought it was irresistible. We thought everybody in Scotland's going to want to see this film, you know, naively, you know.
Well, they must have by now, don't you think?
Forsyth had worked with John Gordon Sinclair before, but had to look long and hard for the girl to play his true love, Susan. Eventually, he discovered pop star to be Claire Grogan, working as a waitress in a Glasgow restaurant.
So Gordy and I went to meet her and I sat them down on the park bench, and it was almost like my chance to see them together and also their chance to meet. So it was like a kind of pairing off, you know. I felt like a bit of a matchmaker, yeah.
Do you want to dance? It's really good. You just lie flat down and dance. I'll show you what I mean. I'll start it off and you just join in when you feel confident enough. Okay?
When Greggy's talking about how he's stuck to the planet, you know, with gravity, I had an idea in my head that we could put more feeling into that with the whole shot tilting with the two of them in it. That moment of, you know, first love when the whole world goes in.
Sore.
I thought it was going to be an impossible, you know, process shot, too expensive. But all you do is just turn the camera at 90 degrees and suddenly you've got the whole image going squiffy.
We are clinging to the surface of this planet while it spins through space at 1,000 miles an hour. Held only by the mystery force called gravity.
Wow.
A lot of people panic when you tell them that and they just fall off. But I see you're not falling off. That means you've got the hang of it. That means that you have got...
natural ability.
Yeah.
Before Bill Forsyth came along, I sort of thought of Scottish film as being historical, you know? It's something that used to happen. And I think the interesting thing with Bill Forsyth's arrival was that he kind of rebranded, you know, the possibility of us making Glasgow films.
This is my ex-wife.
Oh, my God.
Put it away, Andrew. You'll upset Lorna. What the heck? There's still heaps of room in the front.
Post-Forsyth, directors like Gillis MacKinnon began to reflect their own lives on screen and bring a lighter touch to Glasgow films.
God. He's electrocuted.
Andrew. Andrew.
I think Glasgow discovered through the 80s and the 90s its feminine side, and I think we found something else within ourselves to express, and that came out in our creativity. So I like to think it's the softer, more creative side of this hard, macho city that we're all part of.
Bill Forsyth went on to make several more landmark Scottish films, including romantic island comedy Local Hero.
You seem to like this place.
I like the scenery.
And Comfort and Joy, a love story set amidst Glasgow's infamous ice cream wars. And Glasgow itself has remained the hub for contemporary Scottish filmmaking.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Dorothy.
The most important person in Scottish cinema is Bill Forsyth. What he did enabled me and lots of other people to become filmmakers.
Bill Forsyth,
just outside Glasgow, was the setting for his breakthrough hit, Gregory's Girl. John Gordon Sinclair plays the love-struck teen besotted with his school football team's new star.
She's gorgeous. She is absolute.
In the 80s, the city had to adapt to the post-industrial age.
A new wave of indigenous filmmakers also began to create a new identity for the city.
The father figure of this brave new world was director Bill Forsyth. And the new town of Cumbernauld
assault a governor.
From Hayman's role as Barlinnie inmate Jimmy Boyle to Liam Neeson's boxing big man, the Glasgow hard man is an enduring image. But in
is undoubtedly the most important figure in bringing an image of modern Scottishness, I think, to a wide audience.
I was delighted to meet with Bill Forsyth back in Cumbernauld to find out how he kick-started a whole